What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a match reaction. It's 4-0 for now. 10 minutes to play. So if it's 5-0 or 6-0, should be. Then the edit and the graphic is wrong, but I do not care because the players do not care, and it's time to get them all out. Because if that's a performance you put in after you had 6 days or whatever to prep, you need to leave the club. Everybody needs to leave the club. If that's the prep you put in, you're 6 points off the top. Not that you're going to win the title, because I said you're never going to win this title. But if that's the performance you put in, if that's the attitude you show in this type of game against a very bad Atalanta side form-wise, look up their form. They're shit. Their form is horrible. And they played us off the park without doing actually much. Giving away the ball, we are shocking. The attitude is disgusting. Like, this is disgusting. Like, this is actually disgusting that it's happening again. It's not the first time. We've seen it 3 times in the space of 3 weeks. How do they keep doing this? Like, let's be real. How is it possible that you put in that performance against Empoli, against PSV, and you do that again? You would think the reason is very simple. A lot of these players, a lot of these people at the club do not deserve to be at the club because they have no clue what it means. They don't know what it is to play for Juve. And actually, it's embarrassing. It's shambolic. It's actually disgusting. It's time to leave. It's actually time to leave for a lot of them because you do not understand what it means for this club, play for this club. Even if you play against better opponents, it's 4-0. It's 4-0 at home. Let that sink in. It's 4-0 at home. You're not playing Real Madrid. You're playing Atalanta, who picked up, 6 points out of 18, maybe. Absolutely disgusting. But before we get into it, hit the like button. At least do that. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about it. If everything against Verona went well, and yes, it was Verona, but the mindset was okay, it was good. To go back to this tells you that these players do not have what it takes to play for this club. When I saw the team selection, and that's not the excuse to play like this, to lose by 4 goals. That's not the excuse. But when I saw the team selection, I already knew enough. I knew enough. When you have a player like Luiz who is sick, who just made it barely in the squad, you play him, I'm sorry, you're losing it. You have absolutely no clue what to do. When I see McKennie play again in the 10, you have no clue what you're doing. McKennie in that position and Mota playing him in that position. When Nico Gonzalez keeps getting started, I don't care that he does defensive work. He's rubbish. He doesn't add anything. On top of that, we are back with the same problems. Colomani has 1 goal in the last 7. He had 5 in the first 6. So it's the same issue. It's not Vlahovic, who was playing poorly and, was at the cause of another goal, the Lookman goal. It's an entire thing. When Kelly drives the ball and has 4 or 5 different options, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to play it into an Atalanta player. When the ball goes out, and Gatti, instead of closing it down, leaves Lookman all the room to take a shot, you do not care. You're not worthy to play for this club. It's as simple as that. The mindset is disgusting. These players think they can get away with stuff, and that's why we've seen this mindset over and over again. Because for these players, it's normal. Nobody is holding them accountable. Nobody's sitting there in that locker room and saying, you know what, man, what happened against Empoli is disgusting. It cannot happen again. Or what happened against PSV in the second half is disgusting. It cannot happen again. Let it happen against Empoli. Happens again. You're like, what, man? Second time, now it's over. Happens again. It's going to happen again next week against Fiorentina. They're going to absolutely smoke us, Fiorentina. And you're going to go into that international break being 2, 3, 4 points out of top 4. It's done. By the way, this team, this squad is not getting top 4. It's impossible. It's impossible. Lazio is going to walk into the top 4. Roma, who have been awful all season, are back in it. They are going to get into the top 4 over us. You're going to lose against Fiorentina. You're going to lose away to Lazio. You're going to lose away to Roma. This team is not going to beat those teams. It's done. If that mindset happens once, fine, off day. If it happens 3 times in the space of 2 weeks, then these players are weak. Then the coaching is not good enough. Then the coach has no reaction out of these players, and these players know they can get away with it. They can get away with it. Who was good tonight? Di Gregorio? And he still conceded 4. Not his fault, but he still conceded 4. This is actually insane if you think about it. The performance, again, you can lose games. You can lose against Atalanta, whatever. But if you lose like this, and it happened 2 weeks before, then I don't know what to say. I just realized the title is full. Is wrong. We're moving fast. Yeah, we're moving fast towards 5th, 6th place. We're moving fast to absolutely embarrassment, excuse me. This is unbelievable. Because again, I don't think anyone says we're good. But to play this bad, to show that attitude on that pitch, to have that approach to games, to have no reaction, to make subs and actually make it worse is an accomplishment in itself. Not a good one, but still, I don't know what Motta's going to say post-game. I don't know what's left there to say. There's nothing left to say. It's done. This team, this season is cooked. It's over. Because if you cannot have a reaction, if you have that reaction against Verona, and yes, it's Verona, but that doesn't really matter. It was about the reaction. And then you switch it off and you go back to the problem against Atalanta, what has been the problem, that means these players do not get it. They do not know what it means. That means Motta cannot get these players ready. That means Motta does not know how to get a reaction out of these players. Well, he knows that maybe, but he doesn't know how to maintain it. And it goes crumbling back. Besides the technical poor decisions, we do not create. There's no movement. The first counterattack, we look vulnerable. Yeah. I don't know what's left to say. This is actually shambolic. Because the lapses of concentration and the attitudes within games is, I've not seen this bad. The mindset, like last season was bad. And we played bad games and we lost a lot of games. But I cannot really remember in the league having this complete of mindset games. Even in the games we were shit and we lost, there was something. There was at least something. There's nothing in these type of games. There's absolutely nothing. And this is absolutely shocking and unacceptable. And I'm actually very interested to see what's going to happen post-game because I have no idea what you say after this result. I don't know what you're going to say in front of the cameras. But somehow, it's going to happen, you know? But whatever. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you soon. Ciao.